Hello everybody and welcome back to Fact Sheet Friday, although yes, it is obviously Sunday. So forget the day, this is going to be a catch-up sort of a video because I have actually been missing out on a lot of the recent fact sheets which have been published by Giants. So this is going to be Fact Sheet 11 to 17, covering about 3 or 4 weeks worth. The most recent one, there was only actually one fact sheet. So let's start off with the Bison Super Z056. Now this is a harvester obviously, and actually there was a video to go with this which I've already published earlier about a month ago, so definitely check that out if you want to see more of this combine harvester in action. But it costs $105,000. The daily maintenance cost is $405. The power is 100 horsepower, which actually is very low for a combine, but if you look at it, it is obviously pretty small. The top speed is 12 miles per hour. The fuel tank is 200 litres, the grain tank capacity is 3,540 litres, and it can harvest all of your common crops. So we've got wheat, barley, canola, sunflowers, soybeans and corn. You've also got the header with this. The Z056H, I'm guessing the H stands for header, $16,000 on top of the initial cost for the harvester itself, with a daily maintenance fee of $35. The working width is 4.2 metres, the operating speed is 6 miles per hour, and it can harvest wheat, barley, canola and soybeans. Moving on to fact sheet number 12, we have got the Gessner 2-row billet planter. This is for planting sugarcane. $85,000 it is to buy, with an $80 fee per day. 220 horsepower is required to power this thing, and it has a working width of just 2 metres. The operating speed is 7 miles per hour. You can also fertilise at the same time. The tank capacity is 16,000 litres for the sugarcane and 1,400 litres for the fertiliser. It is recommended that you also use the AGCO 1500 weight or the Sewer, I think it is, the SB 1600 weight. Fact sheet 13, we've got the Stara ASA or ASA Laser CR-DCR13. This is a cultivator slash subsoiler. It is $28,000 to purchase and it is $15 per day in maintenance fees. 220 horsepower is required for it with a 4.9 metre working width. The operating speed is 10 miles per hour. Its contents is seeds. The tank capacity is 845 litres. The seeds can be wheat, barley, grass or oilseed radish. The configuration is the seeder box, which is obviously which sits on it. And it says for notes, sets plough state bonus. So basically if you use this, you'll get the, I think it's 10% extra, as if you were ploughing. So definitely worth it. Next we have the Randon sugarcane trailers. There are actually two, but they are very similar in configuration. One of them is a trail one which you can actually attach to a tractor via the drawbar. The other one is designed for a lorry or a truck. So we've got the sugarcane trailer. The $92,000 sugarcane trailer is $50 per day in maintenance fees. The $82,000 one, the semi one, is $40 per day. The capacity is 66,500 litres with a configuration of the main colour and the rim colour. You can carry sugarcane, straw, silage, wood chips, chaff, grass and hay. So fairly multi-purpose and they're pretty good looking as well. Back to a tractor, the Stara ST Max 105. This one is $80,000 to buy, $100 per day in maintenance, 105 horsepower, 120 litre fuel tank capacity, and the top speed is 18 miles per hour, so not very fast at all. In fact, that is very slow. But we mustn't get too upset about that because there are many different wheel setups. You can have standard, narrow, wide, rear twin wheels or wheel weights. So a good wide selection there. Probably a good tractor for a sprayer, come to think of it, or basically any kind of light work. Next we have the Big TT. This is a cultivator, surprisingly cheap. It is only $13,000 with a $5 maintenance fee per day, but the required horsepower is 320 horsepower with a 3.4 metre working width. The operating speed is 10 miles per hour. Now, I think it doubles up with something. It is to go along with something else because would never require 320 horsepower on its own. So yeah, it's obviously part of the drill or something else which can be fitted to it, because yeah, those figures don't exactly add up. Now this is where things get a bit more exciting. Fact sheet number 17, Estancia Lapacho. This is the new map. Hopefully I've just pronounced that correctly, by the way. 31 fields are featured in this map, and if we just take a very close look at the mini-map, you can see that there are some fairly decent sized fields. I'll come on to that in a second. But note that not all the fields are perfectly square or rectangular, which I am very pleased about because I don't really like square and rectangular fields. They're fine, but they're a little bit boring. So having some of these curved ones is a breakthrough. Very good news. So yes, we have 31 fields. The total field size accumulates to 98 hectares, which is impressive. The biggest field, field number 29, is 11.62 hectares. That is very similar, I believe, to the size of field number 5 on the Gold Coast Valley, which is a big field. The smallest field is 28, field number 28, and it's 0.48 hectares, so pretty small. The sell points: the bakery, the biogas plant, the harbour, the lumberyard, the spinnery, and the sugar mill. The train selling points is the transport company. So let's take a closer look. It looks very detailed, very nice indeed, and obviously very different to what we've experienced so far. So I really can't wait to see this actually in the game. Obviously, we're going to have to wait a little bit for that. Not too long now, but this does give us a good idea of what the map actually does look like, and it actually looks pretty impressive. A totally different colour soil, must be the area, but we've got some grain bins there, lots of different buildings, different trees. It is fairly flat by the look of it overall, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. So yep, I think really this is just a good sign of things to come. So I'm going to leave this video here, take a good look at the map, and yeah, hopefully it won't be too long until we can get some Let's Play videos out. First video of the upcoming DLC. When that'll be though, I have no idea. But yes, it's released on the 14th of November, so stay tuned. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.